another live stream. And it has been a really long time since I've done one of these. And I'm just going to go ahead and wait for some people to roll in. But for those watching on replay, I don't really have too much of a plan for this stream. So I am just going to talk about my shelves for a bit. I'll tour my layouts, and we will see where it goes from there. So, it is my 7-year anniversary, or yesterday was. I was busy yesterday, so I couldn't make that. But now, here we are. I have got time for it. There's Train Guy, and we're getting a few people in. So, what's up, everybody? I'm seeing comments in the chat, and yet it still says 0 people on my end. So, I don't really know how many people are watching yet. But, anyway, we're here. We're chilling. So, what's up, guys? If you want to ask anything, talk. Bluebell Engine, Piston Cup Studios, what's up, guys? How's it going? I really don't have a plan for this stream, so we're just going to chill out for a bit. I haven't done one of these in a long time. If you hear any background noise, that's my bad. Can't help it, so. Yeah. Just finished filming a video, by the way, that's going to be up later tonight, if you're interested. That's going to be about my train show haul from yesterday. That's where I was for most of the day. So yeah, we got 5 people watching now. Not bad. I'll wait for a few more people to hop in before I get started with anything big. So, yeah, if you guys want to say anything, say hi, ask a question, go ahead. Yeah, so I'm just kind of showing off my layouts right now. But there will be more to do. So we're just going to wait and see. What's up, Percy? Welcome to the stream. Okay, we dropped down to 3 people. Don't love that, but we will see. 2 nights ago, a ladybug chilled with me on my kitchen table. And I took it out to be free. Jerry, I'm proud of you. That's a good thing to do. What's up? Hi, you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's kind of crazy. I don't really know why I'd be your favorite, but hey, you know what? You've got great taste. I appreciate it. What is your favorite season? Oh, my favorite season is season 5. I also really like season 2, especially season 1, probably rounding out the top 3. Those are really good. What is up? We got more people in the stream now. Hey, everybody. Welcome. I'm just kind of chilling in my studio right now. I will be doing a studio tour. I did not really clean up for it, so you're just going to kind of see how I hang out in here every day. So, yeah. Oh, my God. LMS Arthur. That is a surprise. Okay, hi. Can't wait for Luke to release episode 44. We're getting there. I have great news, actually. It is going really well. There's a lot of progress being done. So, I am I want to say 60, 70% done with the episode at this point, and we're going to get there. I am aiming for a release of the end of the month. I don't know if I can do that. We're going to try. If not, late February, early March. So, there you go. Why don't you use Tomy Track in your series? Well, I don't have a lot of Tomy Track. The Tomy Track you're seeing right now in my layout is all the Tomy Track I have. And I prefer to use it for layouts. And also, I think Trackmaster 2, I have a lot more of it. There's just a lot that I can do with that, I think. I like the different curve radiuses. I like that there are a lot of different points options. Like, for example, I'll show my Farquhar set. These small junctions are really, really useful, as well as these large curves here. Also, the small curves. These work together great. That's why I use Trackmaster 2. I just think there's a lot more flexibility in what I can do in such a small space. So, that is the main reason. Also, destinations are a lot smaller too, because I can barely fit some of this on my sets. And I'll show off the sets now. These are the sets for the next episode. So again, this is Farquhar Quarry. The sets are they're kind of falling apart now since I've been done filming the episode for 2 months. And then we got sets over here. So yeah, these are all done. They're ready to be taken down now. Where are you on Discord? I haven't been too active on Discord recently. That's my bad. I'll get back to you eventually. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I've been insanely busy recently. That's an awesome layout. Thank you so much. I love this layout too. It's really, really fun. So, any more questions you guys want to ask? I'll wait a couple more minutes and I'll start going over the studio and I'll talk about what I've got in here. My first Trackmaster engine, that's a really good question. I honestly want to say maybe Edward or Gordon, something or like that. I'm not entirely sure. I want to say it was one of those two. I've never really thought about that. Is this my bedroom? No, this is an extra room. This is basically, it's kind of an interesting history. Where I'm standing used to be a back deck, but when I was younger, we took this back deck and we added walls and windows around it, and now it is a room that I use to store most of my collection. And yeah, basically, I use it as a studio. I use it to hold the layouts and pretty much anything else I want to do. If I want to just hang out in here, there is a lot to do. Let's see. Favorite Thomas episode? Toby and the Flood. It's been that for years now. Love the model work and music in that. I think that is one of the greatest episodes of the entire series. Where in the Tomy layout would I live? You know what? I would live inside of Trevor's shed at the Vicarage Orchard. That's where I'd live. Because I think that's the only, like, safe place to live. Let's see, how old am I? I am going on 18 here in a couple months. I'm about to graduate high school. So, yeah, still 17 as of now. It's raining. Huh. Well, that's a problem. If you guys can hear the rain, I don't know how much that's going to come up on camera. Hopefully it's not too much. There's a tin roof up here, and the rain gets pretty loud if it's very heavy. So hopefully that doesn't happen. If it does, I might go into another room. We'll see. Let's see here. Which Thomas fan series is your favorite? It changes. I really like Sodor the Modern Years. I think that's fantastic. Train King James's series is another favorite of mine. I really like that. I don't really have too many others. I think The Engines of Sodor by T1E2H3, that's another really good one. Love that. My least favorite season. I'm going to go with season 15 or 14. They're basically the same. They have horrible episodes. Animation's terrible. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Let's see. Are you planning to obtain Bachman Bow? Yes, I have been waiting for Bachman Bow to release. I'm really sick of the delays. I want him really badly, and he just keeps getting delayed. I heard he was supposed to come out, like, I don't know. He was supposed to be out, like, almost a year ago at this point, and he just hasn't been released yet, so we'll see him soon, hopefully. What's my favorite color? My favorite color is silver. If you consider that a color, I like silver a lot. Or if you want to go like not that, then I guess turquoise. I really like teal. So yeah. Do you have a favorite CGI episode? Yes, it's a controversial one, but it is The Fastest Red Engine on Sodor or Terrence Breaks the Ice. One of the two. Those are my two favorite CGI episodes. Favorite Thomas character? That would be Bill and Ben. Yeah, I really like Bill and Ben. Donald and Douglas are up there. I love Boko. I love James. I love Gordon. I love Sir Handel and Duncan. I have a lot of favorites. Let's see. Favorite episode from the Bwubba era. I'm going to say Free the Roads. I think that's the most basic choice, but I also do think it's the objectively best episode from that era. I also really like Heart of Gold. I think that is another great one that a lot of people sleep on. Let's see. Why don't you use Playrail old style Gordon, Henry, and James? That's a good question. I will start using James. The only reason I use new style James is because I didn't have an old one. However, with the old style Playrail Gordon and Henry, I really value performance in my engines. And a lot of the time, those old tender power or the tender battery engines, those don't perform the best. And I really want like engines to be fast and light as possible. So that is what I try to aim for. And Henry and Gordon, since they're all engine powered, they're going to be a lot faster and a lot stronger, which is why I use them. Because I want Henry to pull like long goods trains, and I want Gordon to have like 5 express coaches. And especially since they don't grip the best on Trackmaster 2 track, that is kind of what I'm aiming for there. What Playrail Tomy Trackmaster engine do you want next? I am really trying to get, what's it called? The Trackmaster, like the Blue Mountain Quarry Peter Sam. It's a really, really obscure one. It was like a Blue Mountain mystery release. It's got like Peter Sam with quarry dust all over him. I really want that. That's like the only thing I can think of. Because I should say, I'm about done with Trackmaster and Playrail. And I'm going to go through these shelves pretty soon. What are your favorite Ertl models? I'm going to say those are pretty much all of the UK exclusives. Jock, Murdoch, Spencer, Fergus, Emily, pretty much all of those. Arthur's up there too. I love Arthur. Frank too, especially. Yeah, so I like pretty much all of the last Ertl models. Your favorite characters are Edward and Henry and Thomas. Good choices, honestly. Can't disagree with that. Favorite Thomas movie? I'm gonna say Lost Treasure is my favorite Thomas movie. I feel like that just has the best animation and music especially too. Will this stream be private? Probably not. I'll probably unlist it just so it's not on the channel page because I don't really like the way that looks. But if you want to like the stream, and then you can go back in your like videos and watch it. I'm just saying. So yeah, but I'll probably just unlist it because I don't really like privating streams. I used to do it a lot, and I deleted a ton of them. But I do kind of like to go back to them from time to time. So let's see. I saw one question earlier. I scrolled up. Do you like Sonic the Hedgehog? A little bit. I'm not super into the franchise, but I did watch Sonic Prime, the new Netflix show, and I loved that. I thought that was fantastic. So honestly, I might just go and watch more Sonic stuff because I absolutely loved Sonic Prime. Let's see. Do you like Transformers? No, not really. Not a fan of Transformers. I've never really gotten into it. I feel like there's too much of it for me to start. Like I know there's comics, there's movies, there's shows, there's just so much. Your fan series is my favorite, or one of my favorites. I really appreciate that. Thank you, LMS. What did you think of the Ertl prototypes of Mike, Agnes, Jemima, and the truck? I think we were robbed. I think we should have had them. I'm kind of upset we didn't get them, especially Mike. I would have loved to see an Ertl Mike. Like, I really wanted that as a kid, and it's really sad we didn't get him. What's your best custom? Ooh, that is a good question. You know, I think objectively the best custom is Daisy, and that's because I didn't make her. She is a 3D printed model from Shapeways, just on a Boco chassis. But yeah, really happy with how Daisy turned out. She still looks great. I made her about 4 years ago, or I painted her. I didn't make her. But yeah, are you planning to make Timothy the Ghost Engine? Nah, I don't really want to. I feel like the Timothy content's really oversaturated, and I probably won't touch on that. Do you like CGI Bob the Builder? Not really. Not a huge Bob the Builder fan. It's okay. I like the model series a bit. Not something I regularly go back and watch. So, yeah. What's your worst custom? You know, off the top of my head, I'm really not super happy with my custom Albert. One day I'd like to redo him, like in the far future, like out of a whiff. But I just had a spare Ryan, and I thought I would make him. I don't think it's too bad. It's just not accurate, like, at all. So, it's like a Ryan with a Percy chassis with, like, these wheels broken off from a Hit Toys Thomas. And that is what my Albert is. How many Thomases do you have? Okay, I'm going to assume you mean Trackmaster. And Trackmaster Thomases, I have, last I counted, 54. And that's, like, counting variants and everything. I have way too many. I have pretty much all of them. So, yeah. Or Fireman Sam. I'm not a huge fan of Fireman Sam either. Again, that's just something I never really cared for as a kid. I don't really have any nostalgia for it. So, yeah. And no, I won't have them... I won't have them in my series or anything. How do you have 54 Thomases? Well, most of them are Trackmaster 2. Because when I was younger, I would buy every Trackmaster 2 item. And I really regret that now because I want you to look at how many boxes I have here of just Track. Like, half of this is Trackmaster 2 stuff. I got someone I know who's never read the Railway series to read them. They enjoyed it. Good. The Railway series, I'll stand by this. I think the Railway series is the best Thomas content out there. I think it's, like, the best, purest division of Thomas. It's pretty much perfect, honestly. Aside from a couple bad books here and there, it's still great. Yeah, I couldn't tell you why I bought so much Trackmaster 2. I just did. And now I have to live with it because, yeah, but I've got a ton of them. Are we going to get a Trackmaster collection video? I would love to, but it's going to take a really, really long time. And I hope, I really want to do one over the summer break, or after I graduate, basically, when I'll have more time, school's not in the way, and I'll just make a Trackmaster collection video as soon as I can. So, yeah, best Railway series book. Let's see. Honestly, my personal favorite, I'm going to go with Very Old Engines. I really like that one. Also, Enterprising Engines is up there. It's one of the best. Mountain Engines is fantastic. Pretty much, like, up to the end of Audrey's run, or, like, pretty much his best work, I think. Like, Duke the Lost Engine especially. That one's just great. Why don't you sell Trackmaster 2 stuff? Because I'm a completionist, and I like to consider myself like, oh, I have so much of this item, and I have so much of this, and like, look at how big my collection is. And the Trackmaster 2 stuff does play into that, so I do keep them around. And a lot of them I've had since I was younger, so I don't really have a need or want to get rid of them. Do you ever plan on getting the Trackmaster Chinese Dragon, Thomas? Not really. I don't think I need it, and I also don't really like the face. Like, for example, I think the original Tommy Thomas face, I hate this face, and I don't really want to get a variant that has just this face with painted eyes, if that makes sense. Do you like Ruby Gillman? I never saw it. I don't really watch a ton of movies, especially like DreamWorks and Pixar. I don't really keep up with either of those. Yeah, Rowan, it's been a while. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Did you know Ertl was going to redesign Birdie? I did see that. I thought that was cool. I'm not really sure what that was for, but it could have been a redesign. It's been a minute since I looked at it, but from what I remember, it looked pretty nice. All right, we got 15 people here now. I actually did not check that before. I'm going to grab myself a drink, and I'm going to go ahead and go through my shelves. All right, actually, before I do that, I got a bunch of new Wooden Railway stuff I wanted to talk about because I didn't really have any other excuse to talk about them. But here is a 2003 Lady. She's brand new to the collection. Also a 2004 Spencer. I got him new in box actually, and Lady King with her character card as well. I also got the Rescue Center. This is a great, fantastic piece. One of my favorite destinations. I love how many connection points there are. It's got the bridge going over top. It's also got 2 lines going underneath and 1 out like that. There's a set of points underneath the building itself, which I think is really cool. And it came with this Rescue Center tanker. I also got the Drayton Manor Carousel Thomas, or the Drayton Manor Thomas Land Thomas. This is, from what I understand, a really rare piece. It was only sold in Thomasland UK in 2017. And as far as I know, it's one of the last ever Wooden Railway models released before Thomas would. It might be the last. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I'm pretty sure it was one of, if not the last, Wooden Railway models released. Then yeah, there's the carousel car. Not many people talk about this. I don't really see many people owning it, so very cool to have that. And I also got the Bubblesome trucks here. Again, these are some pretty rare pieces. Not too many people have those. I think they're great, just because of like their history, I guess. Really nice items. And also here is a 2013 model of Freddy. Never had this. I had the original one. My good friend Six Small Wheel Studios bought that for me. Really appreciate that, man. Just, yeah, there's Freddy. And also, I did post this guy on Twitter yesterday, but for those who did not see it, I do have Lorry 4, the Wooden Railway Custom. I had an extra Lorry 1, and I just decided, hey, why not make a Lorry 4? Because why not? So I just I took them apart, painted them blue. The lighting's not great from that angle, but that's better. I went with the darker blue to match the darker red. Repainted the face, and he's pretty cool. I might do a YouTube short about him. I'm not sure. I don't know if he really warrants one because of how simple a custom it was, but there's that. The redesign of Earl Birdie was more accurate. That's very true. I do like that quite a bit. What have I been up to lately? I have been insanely busy in my real life, which is why there's been such a lack of content. So that is one reason that I haven't been super active in the past year or so. My IRL life has changed a ton, so that's another reason I just haven't been able to do that without going into too personal reasons. But yeah, let's see. Let me scroll back up a bit. Do you like Mike Rixenbert? I love Mike Rixenbert. I think the Miniature Railway is one of my favorite pieces of Sodor trivia, and I think they're fantastic characters. I love the episodes, I love the stories, and I really like them. I thought the Lorry 4 custom was an actual toy. Appreciate that. Yeah, I wanted to make it look as official as possible. So I just I took it apart, painted every piece blue, and then all I did from there was just paint the details back on, pretty much the exact same way. Because Mattel made Freddy in their Wooden Railway Trackmaster Take and Play models, I feel like Freddy should have been in CGI. Freddy was going to be in CGI, and he was dropped. We know he was cut from Blue Mountain Mystery, so that's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure they were going to get Steven's voice actor to voice Freddy, so that's a little piece of trivia. I don't know how widely known that is, but I've heard that circulated around for a while. So yeah, Freddy should have been in Blue Mountain Mystery. That would have been fun. Unfortunately, both he and Duncan were cut, so kind of sucks, but yeah. Freddy should have been in CGI at least. At least Duncan got it, but his model kind of sucks, so, you know. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, Bob Golding was going to voice Freddy. Really sad that he didn't. I feel like that would have been a great fit, honestly. I could really see that. And some CGI Freddy episodes would have been really fun, honestly. So yeah, I think I'm going to go over and actually talk about these shelves. The last time I talked about these was like, I want to say September 2022. So it has been a while since I talked about these. Am I going to add Mike, Rex, and Bert? I have. Mike, Rex, and Bert have appeared in quite a few episodes. I think they've appeared in 3 or 4 episodes now. And I do have more planned for them. I'm going to write more miniature railway stories. So just keep an eye out for that. They're not going to appear in Season 3 again. They will appear in Season 4. I do have a story about them. And that one is about Bert, especially. So Bert hasn't really gotten any focus in my series yet, so I'm going to fix that. But anyway, up here, the first shelf, this is kind of like the essential characters, I like to say, basically. So this model of Thomas, there's like the old Playrail Thomas and Edward, new Playrail Gordon and Henry, and I actually went back and added the white in between Henry's splashers there on his footplate. I'll take him out and show a better look. But yeah, there we go. There's a better look at Henry. I think that looks a lot better, honestly. You have a great collection. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And how is the HO layout going? HO layout's going fantastic. It hasn't really changed much in the past couple months. Haven't really touched it much. It's about the same. I might go and show that later. If I have time, I'll run some Bachmann engines. That's a good idea, actually. I might go back and do that. But yeah, here is my classic Playrail James. I gotta wipe this smudge off. One of his eyebrows is kind of bad. I haven't really done anything about that yet. But this James will be used in Season 4. James isn't going to appear again in Season 3. So come Season 4, this is going to be the new James model. And the old one is just back there. The new Playrail James. And then here's the CGI Playrail Percy. Another really great model. Here is my Trackmaster Toby. And then, you know, you got Duck, Donald, and Douglas. And I actually haven't showed these off, but I gave Donald and Douglas some major paint upgrades. And I saw someone, I don't remember who, but I saw someone on Twitter give Donald and Douglas this livery. I thought it looked great, so I also did that. And I wish I knew who did that, but it was a long time ago. But yeah, that's what my Donald and Douglas are going to look like now. So hope you guys like that. And also the tender as well has wheel lining. I also added them some cav windows, just like that. Just like the Tomy ones did. Am I going to make a Dudley? I don't think so. I could do a Dudley. If I did, I'd have my friend Julie make him, because I don't really know how I would. Do I prefer the Scots in black or blue? I prefer them in black. I think, like, with Thomas, Edward, and Gordon, if Donald Douglas were blue, that would be way too much blue in the main cast, I think. And then we got Oliver, of course, Bill and Ben, Boko, Daisy, Diesel. And then, you know, second shelf, we gotta get down to those, like, later Railway Series characters. You got Mavis, Ginty and Pug, Big City Engine, Scotsman, D199, Bear, Stepney, 261, Wilbert, Albert, Pip, and Emma, who I pretty recently did an episode on Custom Spotlight about them. These are some old customs that I recently redid. I think they look nice. You got Arian Bert there, Derek, Diesel 10, moving down to Splatter and Dodge. That's why I painted mine Thomas purple. You know what? Go for it. Purple Thomas. Cool. I like that. I kind of made one of those a long time ago. But yeah, so there's Lady, Salty, you know, you got the Ghislaine era characters. There's Murdoch, especially I like him a lot. I haven't used the Silver Spencer in my series yet, but next time Spencer appears, he will be silver now. I used the Tomy one before. Arthur, I gave some paint updates as well. He's got the yellow lining on his wheels. I think that just adds a lot of character to him. There's Molly, Neville, you know, you got the Hit era characters here. And then Stanley is, I don't know what's wrong with Stanley, but he sounds like that. I have tried taking this thing apart and, like, looking for what's causing that. Couldn't tell you. So Stanley just, he sounds like that. That's why I usually, like, if I use Stanley, I usually, like, just pull him along instead of turning him on, because he sounds awful. And then you got Hank. Hank I actually made a custom coal cover for, because the one I bought, or the one I got, didn't have one. There's Flora, Hero, getting into the Miller era characters. I don't know if I've showed Bash and Dash off on the channel, the Playrail ones. Playrail Bash is one of my rarest items for sure. Play-Rail Bash is extremely rare, actually. It was exclusive to one set, and I got that set. But yeah, Play-Rail Bash, really, really nice item. Love that one quite a lot. Love your engines. I'm going to make this. Well, I just bought these shelves from Walmart, basically. That was pretty much it. And then it's just a matter of organizing my engines, lining them all up. It takes a really long time to get everything up here. Yeah. Has any of your engines rolled off the shelf? One time, one of my friends and I were in here hanging out, and he bumped into the shelf and knocked Percy off. And Percy, luckily, he survived. But this is also a 6-foot drop to the floor. So his buffer beam got bent just a tiny bit. You can see a little bit of plastic strain if you look hard enough. But nothing too severe, thankfully. Percy's fine. Other than that, I think Toad fell off once. But he's also okay. I think one time I was like grabbing a troublesome truck and it like knocked Toad off. But other than that, Toad's fine. So yeah, then moving along, we got Scruff, you know, Bell and Flynn, the Day of the Diesels characters. Here's Sydney with the new 3D, or I guess resin face. Looks really nice. Really happy to have that. Thanks, Julie, once again. Looks great. And then here is Norman, who last time I did one of these, Norman didn't work. But I have since put a new motor in him, and now he works. Sorta. There we go. Yeah, there's my custom Norman. Lighting is not great coming in from here, but we're trying. Do you have any HO models? I have a ton of HO models. I've got every Bachmann character now, and a lot of rolling stock for them as well. And I'll go and show those off later if I have time. And then there's Play-Rail Winston, another pretty obscure item, I think. Moving down, we got Stafford, and then more Brenner-era characters. There's Logan, custom. Samson broke. He doesn't work anymore. Just the chassis corroded completely, and now he's just completely rusted through. So I'm gonna have to buy a new Samson or change the chassis out. So, oh well. And then here's Glenn, who I changed to give red wheels because it's more accurate that way. Here's another favorite of mine. This is Sam. Kind of getting down here on the floor now. But yeah, there's Sam. He looks amazing. I love how this guy turned out. And afterward, I did paint the rivets on his tender. So, because Julie didn't want to do that. And I don't blame her, to be honest. Here's Ryan, who I also did some work to. I painted the wheel there purple, and also painted his back buffer beam red. Then we got Skiff and Phillip. Down here is Ashima, and I'll show off Ashima again, because she's really cool. I had Julie paint her up as well, in all of these colors, and now Play-Rail Ashima actually looks good. So yeah, and even the wheels have been painted too. Just another fantastic custom job that I never would have had the patience to do. Then we got more great race characters down here. There's Young Bao, Gina, Raul. Shane's a rare model. Etienne's not too easy to find either. Rajiv's pretty uncommon. I painted his back wheel as well. And then we got one of the Great Railway Shunters, and that's one of my newer customs as well, also made by Julie. Looks pretty nice. I like that one quite a bit. And you got Hugo moving into the JBS characters. Here's Merlin, who I also painted. I gave him a James chassis, and he now works. As well as I cut up some foam, and now he's got coal in his tender. And then rounding out the bottom, we've got Lexi, Theo, and Nia. And Nia, I gave some extra back wheels just to make her a little bit more accurate. And I'll get back up here. Here's my custom bow. This is my newest custom model. Trying to pick him up with one hand, not the easiest thing in the world. Bring him over here. Yeah, there's Bo. If you didn't see the video on him, go check that out because I'm really proud of him. I think Bo looks great. Really like how that turned out quite a lot. You know, we've got Rebecca. We got more Big World, Big Adventures characters. Hong Mei is another pretty rare one. Here's my custom Sunny. Really nice one as well, made by Julie. And again, also face done by Julie. That's a 3D cast of the push-along Sunny face. We got Kenji, and here's my custom Kana. This is going to be the Works diesel whenever I get time to make it. So this is just a Play-Rail diesel that I got with the car carrier. And then back here, I have this. This is the Play-Rail Dustin Basis. And the rotary blade actually moves. So, just like that. And whenever I get time, this is going to be Dustin. This thing's also very, very rare. Hard to find. So, that's going to be a really fun one to make. We've also got the narrow gauge engine, Skarloey Rheneas, Sir Handel, Peter Sam, Rusty. Rheneas has side rods now. I don't think I've showed that off on the channel yet, but Rheneas has moving side rods. I did that last summer. Don't think I've ever gotten a chance to show that off, but he looks fantastic as well. I love the scarlet paint job on him. And then moving on, we got Playrail Duncan. Don't remember if I showed him off either. I don't think I have, but this is what Duncan's going to look like in my series from now on. We got a Hit Toys Duke. We got Smudger. We got Bertram. We got my personal favorite custom that I have. It's Fred. This is just so cool. It is a Trackmaster Salty. Really, really cut down on like a Trackmaster 2 chassis. Love how that looks. Really proud of that one. And I didn't even make it, but I'm just proud to have him. Then we got Ivo Hugh. We got Little Giant. We got Mighty Mac. We got Proteus. We got Freddy. We got Victor. We got Playrail Luke, another pretty rare one. Here's my custom Millie, who I don't think I've showed off either. She's not done currently. She needs like a few more details, which is probably why I haven't showed her off. I need to file down the cab still. But she's almost there. And I made her out of a Trackmaster Logging Loco. And we got Mike and Frank. And this Frank custom was made by Steve Garcia. And he sold it to me. And I'm really happy to have this. And then moving on to rolling stock, I have 5 green express coaches here. I've got 3 red ones, like that, and then I got 3 blue ones, 2 Caitlin coaches, 2 Connor coaches. I've got a bunch of works unit coaches over there. Here are the really rare Playrail Emily coaches. These are the really special ones that open up. And I don't know if I can do that with one hand. I can try. But yeah, these open up. It's a little bit jammed. Okay, that's about as good as I can get with one hand. But yeah, the roof like comes up and like comes off. I got 3 of Spencer's coaches. I've got the Holiday coach. I got the Shooting Star coach. I got a Brown coach. And then there's some more named coaches and stuff back here. There's Beppe. There's Beatrice and Cora. And we got Elsie back there. Kana's coaches, Kanji's coaches, and the Oigawa coaches. And then moving on, we got a lot of branch line coaches here. We got Henrietta and Hannah. And then just moving along, there's some narrow gauge coaches. We got Flores coach. We got a bunch of these narrow gauge green coaches. We got the 2012 Andy and Clarabelle, as well as Victoria and Old Slow coach. And this is also one of my rarest items. This is the it's just the yellow branch line coach, and this came in a set. Very hard to find. Definitely a holy grail of my Trackmaster collection. Oh, okay. I haven't been reading the chat. That's my bad, guys. What customs you plan to make or update? Currently, I really want to get Dustin done. That's like the main one. I also really want to do Vinny very soon. Let's see. I want to get a City of Truro. That'd be really fun. So yeah, you don't have Ari and Bert. I do have Ari and Bert. Right there. I think you're wrong. And then I feel like some characters like customs. Carlos, Bo, Gabriella. Yeah, honestly, I would like to get those as well. They kind of were wasted by Mattel. I really wish they got more stuff. So yeah, Dustin exists. Yeah, Dustin is a real item, or a real engine. And there's a real Playrail model of it. And I really want to make that. You've seen Dustin in real life. That's really cool. Yeah, Dustin's a rotary blade. Yep. Oh, and HO. Okay, you know what? Percy, I think you should shut up because I don't want to buy Ari Bird and HO. And I kind of forgot we were talking about HO earlier, so that's my bad. But yeah, anyway, I have a lot of Tomy Trackmaster Troublesome Trucks. Like a lot of them. And also brand new 3D face Scruffy, just recently got him. Again, my great friend, Six Small Wheel Studios. He got that for me. Really appreciate that. Are you going to get Sandy? I do have Sandy. I've got the motorized and push-along versions of her. I like her design, honestly. And I do plan on actually using Sandy in my series in the very far future. Probably, like, in Season 6 territory. So, yeah, the All Engines Go characters, they will show up. But they will show up at some point, just really, really far along down the road. And then we got, again, just a ton of troublesome trucks. All have cargo in them. We got Toad, we got Hector, we got the Spiteful brake van. And I finally got a gray brake van. This one is brand new. Sorry if you're answering questions, but 2 more questions. Oh, I'm answering questions the entire time. I just forgot to look at chat for a minute. But yeah, go ahead, guys, feel free to ask any questions. I am here to answer them. That's what I want to do. But yeah, gray brake van. Really happy to have this finally. It's really common. I just never picked one up. And there's that. I have a lot of brake vans now. I think I have 7. Yeah, I have 7 here. And I got 1 more that I'm currently painting. And then I got a bunch of action trucks here. the Pounding Crates wagon, the milk churns, these logs shake. And I got some more troublesome trucks there, a couple vans down there, even more troublesome vans over here, a ton of tankers, just too many tankers, honestly. And then we got Rocky, 2 breakdown cranes. Bradford is back there behind one of the breakdown cranes. And then I have 5 cattle vans. Am I gonna make SpongeBob as a train? No, honestly, I'm gonna leave that to minis. I do have the mini SpongeBob things. But yeah. Does Ivo Hugh have his motor fixed, and do you plan to replace Derek's paper face? You know what? That is a good question. Ivo Hugh's motor isn't fixed. I still haven't gotten around to that. It's been years at this point. I really need to. I need to open this guy back up and actually try and fix him. Because, yeah, for those who don't know, my Ivo Hugh doesn't work. And I really just need to... I really need to get him going. And 3D face for Derek is definitely on the agenda. I would love to get him done really soon. Because, yeah, the paper face is kind of distracting, especially now that I've got 3D faces for everyone else. So, yeah, actually, thank you for reminding me, because I've definitely forgotten about Derek. And I do have the wooden railway one that I'll cast a face for. If you have too many tankers, I'll take some. You know, no, I think I'll keep my tankers. I actually want more. There's some tankers I'm missing, but not that many anymore. And then down here, I've got some more obscure rolling stock and stuff. Chinese Dragon is a highlight. And then we got more slate trucks here. We got the motorized truck. This is battery powered. I got 5 mail cars. A bunch of box fans here. And a ton of multicolored Trackmaster 2 troublesome trucks. And I actually custom painted this one red. The red one doesn't exist in real life, but I made one. And I think it looks really good. Get that over there. Sonny is my favorite. Is he your favorite? No, Sonny's not a favorite character of mine, but I do really like him, though. I think he's got one of the coolest designs, honestly. You should give me your wooden really Mr. Conductor. Sorry, that's not happening. What's your best scores at train shows? That's a good question, because actually tomorrow, or no, sorry, not tomorrow, later today, I have a train show video coming out about what I'm getting from the most recent train show. And honestly, best scores, definitely I have to say the Wooden Railway Magic Railroad characters, like the human figures, those were really cool. What else have I gotten that's really good? I know I've gotten a lot of Trackmaster stuff. Most Wooden Railway stuff, or mostly Wooden Railway stuff, sorry. What is this aspect ratio? Look, Julie, I'm sorry, okay, look. I'm streaming on my phone, because that's the only thing I can stream on. And your phone now on YouTube makes you stream in vertical. And there's nothing I can do about that. G-Scale James is definitely one of my best scores, honestly. He was really, really cheap. It's horrendous on the computer. Julie, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. Aspect ratio sucks. I apologize. But yeah, that's kind of out of my hands. I bet you don't have a Tommy Douglas? Well, yeah, you know what? I don't care, because I have a flip-faced Toby. That's right. But yeah, it might be better on mobile. It's probably better on mobile. Julie, I can't answer your Discord DM. I am nowhere near my computer. How much were they, the Magic Railroad figures? I think they were like $5 altogether. They were like super cheap. But yeah. What if engines engaged in playing video games? That's pretty funny, but you know. Pretty unlikely, like you said, they don't have hands. Are you planning to make Algie? I actually do have Algie. I was going to get to him in a bit, but yeah. Algie's right there. I've never spotlighted him, I don't think. Let's see. Hey, Thomas Theorist, welcome to the stream. Nakayoshi Alfie, you do not have, or I do not have. That's true. Nakayoshi is one of the biggest blind spots in my collection. I only have like 8 or 10 engines. I will show my Nakayoshi stuff later. So, yeah. Where's Scruffy? Scruffy's right here. This is the Trackmaster one. And then my other 4 Scruffies are down here. I've got the Playrail one. I got the Tomy one. I've got the Tomy rebuilt one. And this is my custom broken down Scruffy. Let me see the Emily's. Yes, I got more Emily's here. I got the main one. I got the main Playrail one up there. But then this is my extra one that I put a number 12 on, like that. And then I got a Splish Splash Splosh Emily without a tender. I need to get a tender for her. I used to have one. I'm pretty sure I broke it at some point. But, yeah. And then here's Snow Clearing Emily. Giant Thomas is the one item that you can brag of me. That's true. Have you seen my layout? Do you think I have room for a Giant Thomas? Because I do not. You have an amazing collection. Thank you, Adam. Really appreciate that, man. And yeah, here's some Trackmaster 2 stuff These are like, I guess, newer-ish ones. Did you ever try getting a Trackmaster 2 Emily with Tomy Emily? Actually, yeah, I have done that before. I got Trackmaster 2 Emily back here, and I definitely have a tender, and I've done that before. It's pretty goofy because she can't move. Let's see. Guess what the one item I have here is right now? I'm sure it's the Giant Thomas. What's the time period of my series? That's a good question. I don't think I've ever talked about this, but the time period of my series, basically, I have kind of constructed my own timeline from every season of the show and kind of taken what I want from each season, and that basically gives me enough time up to the turn of the century. So currently, my series takes place in the early 2000s, kind of around like 2001, 2002, 2003, etc. So that is when my series takes place. I don't think I've ever explained that before, but yeah. I really want to do a timeline thing for my series one day. I just haven't had the time to write it out yet. Why does Molly suck so hard? I don't know, but Molly is one of my least favorite items. I really want to like have one custom made that's a lot better, like out of an Edward, because I think that'd be really fun. Or at least give this Molly some static side rods or something. Anything to make Molly better, because her face is bad, her design is bad. She's tender powered when she really didn't need to be. It's just kind of dumb, honestly. Wooden Railway Scotsman? Ha! I actually have 2 Wooden Railway Scotsmans. They're just not in my studio. They're in my bedroom because most of the Wooden Railway stuff's in my bedroom. So, yeah. Where was I? Oh, right. So I got the motorized talking engines. These are like the interactive ones. Those are so cool. I still love those. I gave my Molly a Douglas tender and a bash face. It looks perfect. Dude, I should do that. That would make a Molly. That makes the perfect Molly. I love that. And yeah, there's my Molly right there for someone who asked if I have Molly. I used to have 2. I don't know where the other one went. I had the Trackmaster one. And like the 2013 one without the white footplate. Lost it years ago. And yes, you would be correct, Ty, to assume that I have both different versions of Scotsman. I do not have Diesel 10 face props. I don't own any props from the show, unfortunately. Would love to one day, but, you know, they're pretty expensive. I would love to own a face mask, though. Any face mask, really. So, yeah. And then here are the motorized metallic engines. These are really nice. Gordon and Gold Thomas were exclusive to a 4-pack, and I very recently got these 2. And I think they are great. I especially love the coat on Gordon there. He's a darker blue than Thomas, which is kind of neat. And then here is a pretty rare motorized Paxton. This guy doesn't show up for sale too often. And then I got a couple other ones here. I got Percy, Henry, and Emily. And then here is the Thomas shelf. Or I guess one of 2 Thomas shelves. This one's got like, this is the Hit Toys birthday Thomas. I got the 2010 Thomas, Light Up Thomas, who doesn't work great. Christmas Thomas, Snow Clearing Thomas, Trackmaster 2 Thomas, RC Thomas. And then here are the talking engines from 2014. Or give the Molly the other face to make it smaller. I would do that, honestly. I just don't have a spare Molly face at the moment to do that. I'd like to give her, like, maybe, I don't know if a Take and Play face would be too small. It might be. A Wooden Railway face could work, but it's not the best face, though. You have Splatter. Yeah, I do have Splatter. He's right over here. Him and Dodge are together on the shelf. You'll never guess why I have my parts bin. Okay, tell me, because I have no idea. Julie, I see your messages. What do you want? Tell me. And then here's my other Thomases, the ones I like more. There's Tomy Thomas, the looking up CGI Thomas, Jet Engine Thomas, Bumpy Pass Thomas, Angry Thomas, Steaming Thomas. Here's Talkin' Action Thomas. This one is actually very new to me. I love that. I think Talkin' Action Thomas is my newest item in the collection here. And then also I've got more Talkative Thomas. This one doesn't have a motor in it. It actually is pushed by a powered Annie. And that one's right behind it. But yeah, that's really cool. And then my personal, one of my favorite items is Back and Go Thomas. This thing can go backwards and forwards. Just at the flick of a switch like that. We got LBSC Thomas. We got this Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure Muddy Thomas. We got Paint Splatter Thomas. We got Flip Face Talking Thomas. Love this quite a bit. And then here's the 2010 Talking Thomas. Okay, I'm going to go check Discord because I'm getting a lot of messages now. Luckily, I did bring my other phone with me, so that way I can check it's over here. Let's see what Julie has been sending me, because I have no idea. I'm exposing our DMs, Julie. Oh, wow, you have a Splish Splash Flush Emily Tender. Okay, that's actually cool. I need to get one of those. I need another one, I guess, because mine is broken and or lost. Speaking of TW Scotsman, yeah, there should have been a 2016 Scotsman. They said they were going to do that, and they just didn't. Bro has 2 phones. Yeah, okay, so this is a funny story. But basically, so I have been running an iPhone SE, which is basically, it's the 9, pretty much. This is the one that came before the 10. And I have been running this thing since, like, 2020. And it's what most of my episodes were filmed on. And just very recently, this thing kind of bit the dust. The speakers and microphone stopped working on the phone. So I just kind of use it to store extra photos and video files. And other than that, it's got like Discord on it. That's about it. I don't really use this often at all. Show us your search history. You're right. I won't show you my search history because, to be honest, I don't really know what's all. It's mostly stuff for school. It's gonna be really boring if you do see my search history. It's mostly like stuff for my history classes and stuff. So, yeah. I don't really Google a whole lot anyway. Like, I don't use Google in my day-to-day life, really. It's just the only time I do is for school. And anyway, here are the Edwards, the extra Edwards. We got a Tommy Edward. This is the one with painted face, the first edition. Then we got more talkative Edward. This is the talking is coming from the male coach back here. And then we got some Henrys. We got 2 Tommy Henrys, or sorry, this is Tommy Henry, this is Hit Toys Henry. And then we got more talkative Henry. All of these more talkative ones are really rare with the 3-piece sets. These are awesome. And then there's Snow Clearing Henry with a different plow because I lost the original one. And then there's 2010 Talking Henry. Here's Powerful Gordon, one of the all-time greatest play rail items. And he works now thanks to Julie, who repaired him for me. We got more talkative Gordon. We got a Hit Toys Gordon. We got 2010 Talking Gordon. We got all the Indignity Gordon. And a first edition Tommy James with a painted face. And then we got more talkative James. Doesn't work, unfortunately. Then Fisher Price James. The B Jameses, I guess all 3 of them, but these are the 2 that matter. We got Talking Flip Face James. Really, really like this model. Really fun one. Snow Clearing James, Scare James. I like this one purely because of the expression. Moving on, we got a lot of Percys up here. Again, first edition Tommy Percy. Surprised Percy is really fun. We got more talkative Percy. I tried to turn him off and he just went off again. And then we got, this is a really cool one. I've talked about this before. This is the Tired Percy with the coach. It was RC, but now it just works on its own. I found that on eBay. Somebody like rewired it to just work by itself, which is awesome. Chocolate Percy, we got the dust covered Percy, whatever it's called. And then back here, I just really recently got Ringing Percy. I got him like as part of a bundle. We got Birdie back there. We got the Play Rail All Engines Go characters back there. And we also got this weird James that's got Tommy traction tires. And it works surprisingly well. We got Snowy Percy and Light Up Percy back there as well. Here's a couple of Tobys. Toby. We got, this is actually Clown Car Toby. And he's got the clown car back there with him. And here's Flip Face Toby, who I have not showed off on the channel, but I did show him off on Twitter, I think. But yeah, Flip Face Toby is just one of the greatest items of all time. Love that. So, really, really happy to have Flip Face Toby. This came from Hector Fan 2005, who sold it to me. Really appreciate that. Just one of the holiest grails of my collection. Also got Close Shave Duck back here. He doesn't have a chassis, unfortunately. Same with Diesel 10 Takes Charged. Also doesn't have a chassis. Do I have All Engines Go Toby? I do. I posted on Instagram, actually, when I got him. I never post on Instagram. I rarely post on Instagram, actually. So, Yeah, I did post about getting the all-engine Scotobi. I don't have the motorized one. It's not available in the United States as of now. I probably will get it, but I don't have it now. And then also here are the diesels, Hit Toys and Fisher-Price diesel, Snowy diesel. This Fisher-Price diesel came from Train Club. Again, very thankful for that. And then, yeah, you wouldn't have caught it immediately if I didn't see that and spam your DMs about it. Yeah, you're right. The Dusty Percy came into the Greatest Moments pack. Percy and the search cars. Yeah, I don't have the search cars that came with Percy. I don't remember where I got that. This Percy. I don't remember where I got him. I think it was a Christmas present one year, but it did not come with the trucks. I know for a fact you don't have any Thomases in your collection. Yeah, you're right. There's not a single Thomas. There's not a single one. You can't see any of them. Do you like the Owl House? I love the Owl House. I think it is probably like a top 10 TV show for me. Absolutely great show. Love that. Which number is... Okay, which is number 7? Is Ivo or Freddy? If both are 7. Okay, so they both have 7 painted on them. Or I guess, actually, I don't think I put a number on my custom Ivo. No, I did not. I did not give my Ivo a number. Freddy just says 7. Freddy is not number 7. I actually have them here in number order. So we got Skarloey 1. You know, like all of these up to number 6 are the same. Duke would be 7. I guess Smudger wouldn't be 8 because in my canon, he arrived on the Skarloey Railway in the early 2000s. But then, like, Bertram would be 8. And then Fred is 9, and he has a 9 sticker right there. Ivo would be 10. Little Giant would be 11. Mighty Mac would be 12. And then Proteus arrives later on as well. So Freddy would be 13. Victor would be 14. Luke would be 16. Millie wouldn't have a number because she is owned by the Ulfstead estate. So, let's see. I guess if Luke was 15, then Smudger would be 16, and Proteus would be 17. I think that's my numbering system. Just off the top of my head, I don't think that's incorrect. You may loosen Amity into trains. You know what? Awesome. Love that. So, let's see here. Moving on, again, we got the diesels. We got some diesels back there. We got, like, the Working Hard diesel. That's a cool one. And then there are more diesels here. We got Boko. This is the Playrail one. Got Trackmaster Airy. These are the knockoff Trackmaster Splatter and Dodge. And then we got a Fisher-Price Salty and Green Salty. Back here, I got Harold, a couple Terrences, and Buster and Kelly. Those are some spares. Hit Toys Terrence is a really nice one, too. Why is the Tomy Brake Van such a banger? I don't know, but Tomy Brake Vans are awesome, and I really want more of them, honestly. There's like 4 different brake van variants I still don't have, and I gotta get those at some point to complete the collection. We looked at the MLEs. We got some Spencers back here. Trackmaster 2 Spencer back there, and then we got Tomy Spencer, Coal Dusted Spencer, and Snowy Spencer. We got Crash and Repair Salty over here. We got a Spare Arthur and Trackmaster Stanley. We got Playrail Rosie, Trackmaster 2 Charlie. We got this is the knockoff Trackmaster Hank. Here's Flip Face Hero, another one of the greatest items ever made. Playrail Hero, Snow Clearing Hero with the plow broken off. Talking Flynn, I got this guy at my last train show. And then Trackmaster Connor and Caitlin. Like, everyone loves the brake vents but never buys any. That's kind of true. Like, I feel like once most people get a brake vent or two, they just kind of stop. But I like the variety in the colors. And speaking of color variety, I actually had 2 of these dark green ones that came with James. And I am currently letting one dry because I spray painted it white. So I have a white brake van, or I will by the time this day is over, I guess. So let's see. Next, we're on the bottom shelf. There's Muddy Ryan. There's Kenji. Got Merlin. We got Skarloey Storms Through, who I haven't showed off on the channel either. That's a nice one with also the matching slate truck. We got Puppet Show Skarloey. We got this is stock standard Renaissance, yellow Renaissance. Another new addition is Sir Handel Takes Charge. This is one of my newest engines. We got Muddy Duncan. We got an extra Bertram, who I got a train show for $7. And I keep the price tag on there to remind me of how good of a deal I got a Trackmaster Bertram for. This is a cool one. This is my custom Trackmaster Sea-Stoked Victor. I liberated him from the truck and took out the talking mechanism, and now he just works regularly. I'm really proud of how that looks. And then we got a couple of Lukes here, the RC Luke. And then, unfortunately, here are the Trackmaster 2 Kevins. Also got Winston back here. A bunch of skiffs. That's four more skiffs, plus the other one over there. Do you have all engines go Edward? I do. I got Push Along Edward, or I didn't get him. My mom just kind of came home one day and had him for me. So I think I mentioned in passing like that there were some new characters out, and she like saw Edward and got him for me, and that was back around I want to say September-ish. Do you like Trackmaster 2? Honestly, it's not that bad. There are some really bad models, and most of the engines don't look great. But I think some of the sets are fun, and honestly, I don't hate gimmicky stuff as much as most people do. So yeah. You haven't gotten to Season 2 of the Owl House yet. Season 2, honestly, I think it's the best season. Season 3 is also great, but the second episode's not like perfect. So, yeah, overall, I think Season 2 is overall the best, and it's got the best episodes of the show. And then up here, this is like a little display I have. But these are some of my favorites. We got Train Birdie on the turntable. Love that. We got Streamline Thomas. We got Streamline Gordon. We got Patchwork Hero. We got Oigawa Thomas and James. We got Black James. Up here we got Stefano with some extra stuff on him. I'll show that. And then, let's see. I'll go over here to Road Vehicles, skim through these guys pretty quickly. Do you like Tomy? Yes, I love Tomy. Tomy's probably my favorite of the motorized ranges. We got, we got Birdie, Terrence, all these. There's Algie, like I said earlier. Bulstrode. Trackmaster Caroline is pretty new to the collection. She's a really, really, really nice model. And she actually runs surprisingly well. We got Lori, we got Elizabeth, we got Jack. Jack's fun. We got most of the pack here. Also, I use a Nakayoshi Isabella now as part of the collection because I think she fits the Trackmaster vibe really well. And then we got more of these guys. I got Buster with a roof, finally. I don't remember if I showed him off or not, but Buster has a roof now. And then just moving on, there's Kevin. We got Captain, Ace. And then we got the air vehicles. As we got Harold. We got Jeremy, we got Emerson. There's Darcy. We got Reg here. I use the Adventures one. And we got Carly and Cassia in the back. We got Cranky up here. This is the remote control one. And then I use Wooden Railway Merrick and also the Superstation Owen, because those are about the best versions of those characters I can get. And Colin's down here. Beresford would go here, but he's on the layout right now. So yeah, I don't really care for doing like cross stuff like that with like different franchises. So I probably won't make any customs of those of like any Owl House characters as engines. Other Nakayoshi Isabellas are fine. It's yours that's inferior. You know what, Julie? I think you should shut up. There's nothing wrong with my Nakayoshi Isabella. There's a better version of Darcy that came in the Lookout Mountain pack. Yes, I do want to get that Darcy, but I also don't really want the whole pack because it's just kind of nothing. Like, the variants, there's no reason for me to get all of them. There's like 8 more engines I just don't really need. So if I can get Push Along Darcy, then I will. But I really just don't want to spend that much money on engines I don't want. The best Darcy merchandise is Capsule, and I stand by that, actually. I just very recently got Capsule Darcy, and I will show her off if I remember. So, yeah, I just very, very recently got her. Opinions on Bandai Tex. Fantastic range. I love it. So, yeah. Who's Darcy? This thing. The drill. Yeah, she was in Bubba. Anyway, are you planning to make Alfred? Nah, not really. I might at some point, but I don't really need one. He's cool, but yeah, I don't really need Alfred. Will Big Mickey be part of the series? I'm saying no only because I don't have a way to make him, and he would just take forever to make if I were to scratch build one, and I don't really know where to start looking if I did get a crane for him. So yeah, Big Mickey's going to be on hold for now, but maybe in the future, we'll see. Do you prefer Tomy or Playrail? Playrail all the way. I think washes Tomy. It's just that Capsule is in its own scale. True. I might use Capsule Darcy, and just in my series, she might be smaller. Honestly, I don't really see a huge problem with that, so I could very well use Capsule Darcy in my series. Would you make the Blue Scots? No, I feel like that'd just be a waste of time. I don't really have a need for them again, and it's just like kind of pointless variants that I would never use. So yeah. Also, I got pretty much every extra engine on the Super Station. That's just stuff I don't ever really have a need for. So they get to sit here in retirement and just kind of on display. So there they all are. Do you like Dr. Doolittle? I don't know what that is. Let's see. I think that's all the questions. Red Edward would be fun to make. Again, I just don't have a use for it. That would be cool, though, if I ever do decide to make a Red Edward. We'll see. I could probably get an extra one at some point. So, that's a good question, actually. I'm not entirely sure. I've never really thought about it. They do look better in blue. I'm going to disagree. I don't really like Blue Dawn Douglas. I said that earlier. But they're just not my cup of tea. And yeah, I'm showing the wooden railway layout, so I'll talk about this for a minute. But, yeah. Wooden railway layout, really fun. And this is something I put together just a few months ago. And I am very happy with how this turned out. I put it together back in September when I got the Let's Have a Race set. And that's kind of like the centerpiece. And then, of course, also the Rumble and Race Mountain set is one of the all-time coolest wooden railway sets. My favorite thing is when a character says the title of the episode. That's so true. There is a Red Henry. Red Henry I think would be funner. That's like it's kind of goofy looking because it's still got the green tender. So Red Henry is actually a really fun one. I would like to do that a lot. How would you feel if Superstation track packs were sold? That'd be great, dude. I would love more Superstation track just to use as like for other gauges and stuff. That'd be really fun, honestly. And I don't have a ton of Superstation track because I just got the one Superstation. Let's see. Do you like Trackmaster All Engines Go? Not really. I do have a bit of it, but again, it's not really that good of a. It's not really that good of a range. There are some neat ones, honestly. There's some cool stuff in there, but nothing too cool. So I like the talking stuff. Those are nice. It's really windy outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but like there's wind like hitting the windows behind me. The wind is like howling outside. Good lord. Anyway, Trackmaster All Engines Go or Player All Engines Go? This is a hot take, but I am gonna say Trackmaster All Engines Go I think is better. There's a lot more character variety. There's a lot more variants you can get. They actually tie back into the episodes. I think the better sets. The noisemakers, yeah. Julie got me I think it's the third wave of the Trackmaster All Engines Go talking engines, Percy, Gordon, and James. Because I like the talking engines, and I want to get all of them. Should you get Erdl Coldy Fell engines? Honestly, I'd say go for the Erdl Coldy Fell engines. They're not hard to find. If you can't find Catherine, then just you can make a custom of her. She wouldn't be too hard to do. But yeah, definitely go for the Erdl Coldy Fell engines. I can understand why not many people would be fond of AG motorized. They're way too tall. They are way too tall. I do agree with that. But honestly, I also don't like how squished the Play-Rail ones are. They're just kind of annoying to look at. Like they look very like I don't know. They look very unfinished to me. I don't know if that's the best word to say, but I don't like them. Do you like Wreck-It Ralph? It's all right. I watched it once when it came out and never touched it again. So I don't know. It's a cool movie, I guess. Anyway. About the wooden railway layout, I wanted to talk about this. Could we see the HO stuff? Yeah, definitely. I will show those off in a little bit. But for now, also, I forgot about one of these. I got the Sodor Bay cargo ship, and I forgot to put that over there at the new wooden railway stuff I got earlier. But yeah, that's a really, really nice item. Love that quite a bit. Anyway, I'll start here with Thomas and Clarabelle and Birdie. And then that goes over here to Edward. He goes over the viaduct, Knapford covered bridge. It's going to go over to where Coldy is on the clock tower. Then we're going to go down back to where Wilbert is, pulling the sawmill log car, into one of my favorite destinations of all time, the Steamworks repair shed, or something like that. This is such a cool item. I'll try to get a better angle of it there. I love how that looks. And we got Victor held by the hoist there. You got Henry being repainted. Stanley's up there. You got Smudger over there too. Lost and Found Heroes in there, and also Sodor Day Thomas as well to match Stanley. Trackmaster Monty is really hard to find. That's true. I'm never going to get him, just plain and simple. I don't think I'll ever buy him. He's just way too expensive for what he is, and I will just buy another Max and customize it to be Monty. Push along, all engines go is better. I do agree with that. And odd one, CGI style Bruno. That would be really fun to make, honestly. I will be using Bruno in my series, and I haven't really decided what I'm gonna use for him yet, because I know the all engines go Trackmaster one. That one's way too tall, and it's not gonna fit the loading gauge or scale correctly at all. So I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do there yet. I might use the push along one, but it also might be too small. So I don't know. Basically, I haven't decided yet. So whenever Bruno, I do plan for Bruno to appear in season 4. And see, Bruno is Hank's caboose. That's true. However, another option is that I like to put Bruno with Sam. And when Sam visits Northwestern Railway, I like to have him bring Bruno with him. And I like those two as a pairing. So whenever Bruno appears, Sam will appear with him as well. Again, I have your lorry. Unfortunately, no, you cannot. I am not selling anything currently. You like Chuggington? Not really. Chuggington, I mean, it's cool-ish. Like, there's some neat things about it. It's got a cool history, I think. I liked Adam's video on Chuggington a lot. But, yeah. The push-along one is die-cast. It's probably your best case. That's true. Definitely. And then, where was I? Oh, right. So, there's actually a little bit of a loop around here, the Steamworks. That's going to come over to where Scarlovi is with the dairy cars. Also, a new Mighty Mac. I haven't showed this guy off either. But I got another Mighty Mac because my other one's in awful condition. So, there he is. I got that back in, like, July, I think. And there's the hand car he's pulling. We got Daisy over here on the other side of the crossing. That's going to come over under the mountain overpass to where Murdoch is, under the viaduct. That'll be over here where Surprise Spencer is, and he's in the Echo Tunnel pulling his coach. And then we got Fergus pulling the power cars. Power cars are pretty new. I got those for Christmas. Then we got Percy here at the water tower pulling the lead paint mail car. And then we got this is another one I haven't showed off. This is 2005 Oliver with the painted eyes. This is also a pretty hard item to find. And his line actually goes up over the toll booth bridge with Dustin pulling the rescue cars. And those are also new. And yeah, he goes back to where Thomas is. And then over here, we got Oliver pulling Scruffy and 3 more ballast trucks with Toad. Logan's over here next to Colin in like the harbor area. We got D199 here. And I got Rheneas pulling his passenger car around the Rumble and Racer Mountain set. I thought that was fitting. And then we come over here. We got Snowplow Percy and Snowplow Thomas. And then also, I didn't have anywhere else with Gordon. So Gordon is here on the mountain as well. And Proteus is down here too. And I actually finally replaced the batteries for Proteus. So yeah, that Proteus works. You have every single engine on the layout. That's true. Honestly, I just use the layout for display purposes because I just like to come in here and look at it and think it looks really cool. So what about Fergus? Yeah, I use the Ertl version with Trackmaster stuff. And Fergus has appeared once. He was back in Season 1, so the episode's kind of bad. But I did do a Fergus episode in Season 1, and I do use the Ertl one. Let's see. I think Bruno goes with Percy. That'd be cute, honestly. Yeah, but honestly, at the same time, I don't really think Percy and Bruno would fit together that well in my personal canon. How many wooden railway toys can be made out of one tree? Genuinely, like, depending on how big a tree we're talking here, like a giant oak tree or something, like, I don't know, maybe, I want to say, like, 1,000, possibly? What's that whooshing noise? That comes from the Rumble and Race Mountain set. When I took Proteus out, it made a sound. How much would you pay for another white-faced troublesome truck? I wouldn't buy another white-faced troublesome truck, but honestly, no more than 20 bucks. Because that's how much my first one was. I do not have the Wooden Railway Indigo and Chapters boxcars. They're cool. It's cool. I like that item, but again, I don't have it. So, yeah. And then anyway, back over here where Proteus comes down the hill to where we have James with his headlamp, because that's a new item. And he's pulling Hector on the T-switch. Oh yeah, you're right, it was 25. 25 bucks. Anyway, I wouldn't pay more than that for another whiteface. And then we got Whiff over here pulling the recycling cars through the waterfall tunnel. And we got Hank with 3 giggling troublesome trucks back there. And those are really cool. And then finally, Hank's line goes under the mountain here, back to where Hero is. And then I think the last track is over here, the power station. We got Diesel, Rusty at Boulder Mountain. Then we got Duck through the tunnel, Toby at Toby's Windmill, and Molly in Suttery Station. Oh, you got it for $1. Wow. Okay, that's really cool, actually. I'd love to have the Chapters box card. Just another thing to complete the collection, or getting closer to completing the collection. And then, do you have Brio Thomas stuff? I have Skarloey. That's it, unfortunately. I wish I had more, but alas, I do not. I will get more at some point, just don't know when. What about Neil? Is he alive in your series? Honestly, I'm really appreciating these questions, because there's stuff like I haven't really been able to talk about. But yeah, your questions are very much welcome. Don't feel bad, or don't apologize for asking. But yeah, Neil. I haven't really thought about Neil too much, but I would like him to be a part of Ulfstead. Honestly, I really would like to have a Trackmaster version of him, but I might just end up using the Wooden Railway Neil in my series if I get lazy enough. So yeah, I'm not sure yet, but I would like to use Neil at some point. Hopefully with a Trackmaster model, but if not, then I might use the Wooden Railway one, because I don't think that'd be that distracting. There's a Value Village. That's awesome. I'd love to have that. If Boulder's Mountain was near the Steamworks, it'd be dangerous. That'd be really funny, though. I mean, it gets kind of close. It's like, I don't know. I feel like you could roll down there if you really wanted to. Let's see. You're saying, okay, if I saw another Whiteface for 30, then I would buy it. I'm saying, like, maybe like $40. I would not pay for a Whiteface. Because again, I already have one. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the roadway portion. This is the first time I've ever seriously done a layout with a roadway portion. So we've got the hospital here, and there's the ambulance that comes up the hill to where Trevor is, past Hilltop Station, and right over here. We got Lorry 2 on the Mountain Overpass. Harold is chilling on top of the ice cream factory. We got George at the Timoth ticket booth. Coming around to where Caroline is, goes around the hill, I was looking at this, but around the curve, and then over to where Madge is pulling Duncan. Then we got Lorry 1 at the scrapyard, because I don't have the scrap lorry. Across the crossing here, we got Sir Topham Hatt's car, through the tunnel where Butch is, and that goes around the curve to Bulgy, going through the toll booth bridge, and the roadway ends with Lorry 3, just at that little dip. Edward is just hanging around. Yeah, a lot of them are. The Superstation is genuinely like a really good storage tool. Like, I've got a lot of engines on there, and it's better than just, like, leaving them in a box. So, it's the Wooden Railway toy that violates the Geneva Convention. I love that. But yeah, trans rights, basically, rights for transgender people. Trans rights are good. I approve. I have a lot of trans friends. They're awesome. Show them some support. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for the Wooden Railway layout. Sorry to get off topic there. But, yeah, that's it. And the Superstation, again, they're just chilling. Yeah. I just like leaving stuff on the Superstation just because, you know, there's stuff I don't really deem worthy to put on the shelf. Like, I don't need to put Trackmaster 2 Scruff on the shelves, you know? So he can stay there on the Superstation. So, then here's this Tomy layout. I will do another stream. Next time I do a stream, I'd like to focus more on running engines. But this time, I just wanted to talk about my studio more. And I also don't really have a lot of time to do that. And it's also getting a bit dark outside. You can't really see that, but, like, it is starting to get sort of dark because it's getting to be 4:30. So, I'm not going to finish up yet or anything, but I will run trains another time. So, yeah. Let's see. So, basically, that's most of the stuff in the studio. So, again, basically where I'd be standing, here's the Wooden Rail layout, Superstation's there, you got shelves here. If I turn around, this is where I film all my episodes. I don't know how many of you guys saw that earlier, but we're chilling with the Farquhar Quarry currently, and we got the tram road and Farquhar Station. So I think that kind of gives you a clue as to the next episode. And right where I'm standing currently is where I'd be sitting filming. And I usually have, like, pillows here because I hate the hardwood floor. Or I hate, like, sitting on it. Like, with my knees especially, that kind of hurts. So that pillow behind the Superstation is usually what I put down here just to film with. So then we got, this is my heating unit because there's no central heating in this room because it was an add-on after the house was built. So this has been going the whole time because it's kind of cold out here. It's like it's like 50 degrees outside Fahrenheit, so not the warmest, but also not too bad. Here's where I keep all my Wooden Railway track, and right under it is where I keep all my Trackmaster track. Do you like Leokin Video? I love Leokin Video. Pretty much any video he made around like 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, those I think were like his best years. And yeah, Leo, I just very recently went back and watched a ton of classic Leokin Video stuff last month, and that was really fun to go back and watch again. So I loved that. But yeah, straight track in here, curve track in here, and then like turntables, crossings, and switches in here. Bro, you need to make your own TCC episodes. That's true. I wanted to do that at one point, but like then I realized how much work that would have been. One question with Trackmaster 2 track is what about Tidmouth Sheds? Okay, that's a good question because Tidmouth Sheds has only appeared a couple times, and it's only for interior shots. And the reason is because I actually prefer the Railway Series Tidmouth Sheds. So real quick, I'll show. This is the piece that I use. There's another box in here for, this is like holding all my Thomas Christmas ornaments because I don't have anywhere else to put them. But yeah, basically, for Tidmouth Sheds to appear, I will just use the inside of this. And I've never done an exterior shot. But if I do an exterior shot, then I will just use the Hit Toys one with Hit Toys track because it's not that big of an inconsistency. So, I don't know. Or I guess for an exterior shot of like Vickerstown Sheds maybe, because in my series, I use the Railway Series Sheds, and they're not a roundhouse. They're just a big box building, I guess. So, yeah. This I actually did intend to use for outside shots, where it's got the exit hole there. I've just never used this. I don't think it looks that good. If you were to, like, imagine what that would look like upside down, I'm not going to pour it out or anything. But, yeah. Do you like Tugs? I love Tugs. Tugs is really good. And I wish I had the Ertl models. I don't, unfortunately. Yeah, I really, really want to get the Ertl 10 Cents in Sunshine. Just have never seen them for sale. Let's see. Opinion on the classic Diesel D199 shorts. They are amazing. That's he's one of my favorite YouTubers. Really, really look up to the guy. He's really funny. I'll say. Like, I love that. My favorite Railway Series location, Tidmouth Box. Yes. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna use this as like an outside shot because it looks kind of bad now. I made this years ago. So yeah, I will still use this for interior shots. Don't worry. That's just kind of... Tidmouth has only appeared twice in my series. Yeah. Fortnite. I don't really know what you're asking there, but no, I don't play Fortnite if you're asking that. Because I'm not a huge video game person. Like, I don't care too much for different games and stuff. There are two games I religiously play, and those are Minecraft and Geometry Dash. So, and hey, say what you will, but I am a beast at Geometry Dash. I'm so good at Geometry Dash. Like... I'm crazy. Like, I'm crazy good at that game. And I also plug, like, hours of it, like hours a day into that game. Minecraft is awesome. I love Minecraft. Haven't played it as much recently. I'll probably get back into it more once the new update comes out this summer. That's looking pretty cool so far. I do keep up with Minecraft news and snapshots and all that. The new mobs look good. So, yeah. Favorite real-life locomotive? I don't really think about that too often. But I probably would have, like, a really basic pick, to be honest. Let's see. Honestly, like, I don't want to say Flying Scotsman, because I know it's really basic. I really like the Terriers. Those are fun. So, yeah. He has a Minecraft world. I do. I don't really care for Minecraft multiplayer. I don't know why. It's just a thing. Like, I'll play it sometimes, but not too often. I've seen a Terrier in real life. That's really cool. I would love to see a Terrier class in real life. Terriers are awesome. Those might be my favorite, actually. I love the A3s. I love the A4s. Yeah, I do prefer modern Minecraft. I'll go ahead and say it. Like, I think, like, pretty much everything post 1.14 is a lot better, in my opinion. That's just the version I prefer, because there's a lot more to do. There's a lot more mobs. There's a lot more blocks. I like building a lot, so there's more blocks means more stuff to build. And yeah, let's see here. Is that every question? How many people have benefited from backward compatibility? Honestly, I feel like quite a few, because it is very helpful for like making Minecraft content and such like that. So if you ever need to like have an example you can just go back and play an old version of Minecraft. And I have done that before on Java. I have Java and Bedrock. I think someone asked that earlier. Yeah, I prefer Java overall. Unfortunately, my main world is in Bedrock, and that's just because I started playing Minecraft years before I got Java. But I think Java is overall better. But I still play my main world on Bedrock, if that makes sense. I remember when you could craft enchanted golden apples, dude. That's crazy. I did not start playing Minecraft until 2019. Like, I started playing right when 1.15 came out. And ever since then, I've just kind of played the newer versions, stuck to that. So I don't have, like, any nostalgia for old Minecraft because I never cared about it as a kid. But now it's really fun, honestly. Let's see, Roblox. I do play Roblox occasionally, not super often. I used to play it religiously a few years ago. Like 2020, 2021, I would play Roblox so often, and now I don't as much. I touch it like once a week, probably. I really like Flee the Facility. That's probably my favorite Roblox game. Um, don't really play Thomas games too often anymore. That's about it, really. Let's see. Speaking of Minecraft, what if you had Spawn, locomotive of your choice? Yeah. I've played since 2014. Damn. Like, yeah, I have not played Minecraft as long, so when people talk about Minecraft nostalgia, I just don't have it. So like Mighty Mac, do Little Giant have separate characters or are they just one engine? Honestly, I haven't thought about anything for Little Giant yet, or how I want to use him. I also haven't written anything for him. Like, the last time I came up with concepts for episodes was before I even had Little Giant in my collection. So, yeah, overall, I have no idea. I would probably prefer two separate characters just because it's two different faces. And I feel like it'd be really weird to have one character speak out of both faces, if that makes sense. So I will probably develop a character more for them later on. If I were to sell my collection and how much money, my friends have debated over this. Some say 15, some say 20,000. I don't know. I'm leaning towards like maybe 20,000 as a rough estimate because I have a lot of Thomas stuff. And actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some more of my stuff. Just real quick, I am going to make sure that everything is where I need it to be because I didn't really prepare a whole lot. So I will be back in just a moment. So give me just a second. All right, we're back. I just went and grabbed a drink and made sure everything I had set up earlier was still set up. So yeah, is the shy face little and giant? I don't even know like if I'll use the name Little Giant. I might just name them both different things and just have Little Giant be their title. So I'm not entirely sure yet. I still need to think about that, but I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna go for. How much would you say you spend on Thomas stuff? In total, definitely not as much as it's worth because I buy stuff as cheap as I can. And I very rarely like actually spend as much as something should be worth. Half the people left in those 5 seconds. That's crazy. And then I did say I was going to be right back. When you get back, show us the model layout. That's the plan. That's where we're going to go. So, yeah. What do you think is going to overshadow Morbius's release? Why are they putting... Who? No one's gonna watch Morbius on Disney Plus, bro. Not a single person. Like, okay. Morbius to release. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna make $1 more billion. I don't know. I need to see Madam Web. Like, I'm very curious about how bad it's gonna be. I've heard it's worse than Morbius. Yeah. So, as a massive Spider-Man fan, I really, really hate the bad movies. Yeah, Julie, we need to watch Madam Web really soon. Honestly, we could do it tonight. So, yeah. I mean, if you want to, I'm down. So, yeah, I really need to see Madam Web because I've heard how bad it is, and I need to see that for myself. It drops March 1st, and that's going to be the death of King. Now, King Charles still has a few years left in him. Last I saw, they said they were going to give the cancer 5 years. As far as I know, anyway. The Tobey Maguire movies are great. The first two are great. Spider-Man 1 and 2 are both fantastic. I'd say like 9, 10 out of 10 movies. And then you get to the third Tobey Maguire movie, and it's really bad. Then hurry up and continue streaming. I will stream for as long as I want, and we'll watch it later tonight. So, how about that? Honestly, Percy, if you want to join, that's fine with me. That's fine with Julie. Let's see. How would you consider Tidmouth Station? Okay, so Tidmouth Station, if you want to go back and watch, Tidmouth Station was in Tender Tipping. That is my most recent episode as of now. But yeah, that is, I take the canopies off of the wooden railway Knapford, and I put them on some block to support them. And that is how my Tidmouth Station looks. Yeah, that's about it though. Yeah, anyway, let's go back and check out the model stuff because I've been waiting to get into that too. So I am going to go to my room and we will go and see them. Need to close up the studio first because it's cold outside. All right, here we are. Here is the layout. So let me go ahead and set a couple things. I brought my tripod with me. And just very quickly, I need to move some stuff. Because in this room is where I filmed my train show haul video right before I started the stream. And I'm also going to shut the blinds because it's making a really ugly reflection in here. Okay, there we go. So, the only new thing on the layout is this shed here, this warehouse. And it is actually a shed, but I don't really have room for it, so it goes there for now. And I think it looks really nice. Adds a lot of character to this little station area. Let's see. Okay. I don't know what Silver Fox is. I'm sorry. I've never heard of it. Speaking of models now, do you plan to get Hornby characters? God, I wish I could get Hornby Murdoch and Bear and D261 and Stepney. Well, actually not Stepney because I have a solution for that. But yeah, they'd be great to get. I'm gonna go ahead and set up my tripod so you guys can see this better. I have like a cardboard box that's like a good size to put my tripod on, and then it's like the good height of the table. Because this table is like kind of a weird height for me to like hold my phone at. I guess, okay, well this is meant to hold my phone in landscape mode, so I'm not really sure. How am I gonna do this? Because I've never had to hold my phone in portrait. I might just sit it like that while I do this. So you guys have something else to look at. Alright, so let's see. Can you run Scarlo? I'll run Scarlo. Actually, I'll show off what I have first. So here in the bottom drawer, we've got Thomas, Toby, Diesel, Donald, Douglas, Gordon, Mavis, Rosie, and Percy. And then in the second drawer, we got Edward, Ryan, Duck, Henry, Daisy, Emily, Skiff, Oliver, Paxton, and Salty. And then my third engine drawer, we got James, Busy Bee James, Bill and Ben, Spencer, Scarloey, Reneus, Peter, Sam, and Rusty. And also slate trucks and a brake van for them. Most of my small rolling stocks in here, we got some vans, flatbeds, tankers, troublesome trucks. And then here we got coaches. We got the Express coaches, Flying Scotsman's coaches, Spencer's coach, and flatbeds back there as well. And then we got more obscure rolling stock, or some obscure rolling stock like the lobster car. And then we got like the mail cars. We got some hoppers. We got Emily's coaches. We got Annie and Clarabelle. We got the museum coaches. And back here, we got 2 brake vans. And then I think, yeah, that's everything. And aside from, we got Flying Scotsman and Brighton Works in here. Now, Brighton Works, I want to use this for Stepney. And I know the livery isn't as accurate as it could be, but it's really hard to get these in the United States. So as soon as I could get a Terrier, I picked one up. And I know it's not the most accurate thing in the world, but I will be using this for Stepney. I don't care that the livery is too dark. I just want a representation of Stepney on the model layout. So yeah, basically, I really want to have Julie. Julie, if you're still watching this, I haven't told you about this yet. But I want you to, like, make some stickers and, like, make them fit over the Brighton Works name. And also to cast a wooden railway Stepney face to go on the front there. I got this guy on eBay UK. He was pretty expensive to import. He was about £100. So a little bit more than that in US money. So I'm pretty happy with the purchase, honestly. I just really want to use him for Stepney. And also, here we have Flying Scotsman in this little display case. Now, without further ado, I'm going to run some engines. And I'll set them just for here. Luke, it's going to look bad. I don't care. I want that to look like Stepney. And I feel like if the stickers fit perfectly, then it'll look pretty good. And I am going to send you the whole model just so you can do that. I'm going to do it. You don't have a choice. In the meantime, I'll get Scarloey up here. And I'll give him a slate train as well. Can you guys see that? Just barely. Okay, we'll have you... That's not going to focus. I don't know why that's not focusing. Anyway, let's see here. Are you a part of the Nickel Plate Road gang? Nickel Plate... If you mean rail, then yes, I do use nickel rails. Duck chilling on the floor. That is my old duck that's broken. So yeah. No, Julie, I'm trusting you with this process. Like, I want you to make the stickers that say Stepney's name and color match it. And yeah, Douglas the Scottish Twin, sure, you can watch the movie with us. Just drop your Discord in the chat, and I will have Julie friend you for now, and then add you to the thing. And we'll chill. We'll watch the movie. I'll get some more slate trucks. I got all 4 slate trucks for Scarloey. And I need to get the other 2 on the track. This takes a second. Also, their couplings are really finicky, so I'm working on that at the moment. And I'll get the brake van. That truck didn't couple for some reason. There we go. Okay, we got Scarloey. And for give me the Nickel Plate Road is a railroad. Oh, it's a railroad company. Okay, I thought you meant like using the nickel track, like this track made out of nickel instead of steel. I've never heard of that as a company. How much for the broken duck? Honestly, like, I would sell him if you want him. He's pretty messed up. The motor's completely burnt out. He's very dusty now. The face is kind of messed up. And side rods are broken on this side. He's missing a wheel. He's not going to work. So, yeah. No, look, you're doing that, friends. Okay, I will friend you later. I'll go back and grab that Discord ID. And I'll friend you after the stream's over. So, yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I'm looking to sell that broken duck. What happened to him? That's a good question. I've had this duck for 8 years now. And, yeah, you don't give a Bachmann item to an 8-year-old. Hurry up and send Brighton Works over. You'll get Brighton Works with the next com batch, probably next month. You should get someone to... I would, but, like, at the same time, I just bought a new one, and it was really cheap. So, yeah, my new one is chilling in the box here. He's brand new, actually. And so, okay, someone give me a... Speaking of HO, or is it Bachmann? Is it just me or do Bach... Bachman and Mattel, yeah, Bachman and Mattel have to share a contract because Mattel owns Thomas, and Bachman is kind of over or Mattel's over the Bachman Thomas range. Like they kind of dictate who can and who can't be made. Like Mattel has said, or Bachman has said that Mattel won't let them uh do any like model series characters or anything. If I send you my Bachman Douglas, can you fix it? I cannot fix it. I'll just admit right away. I don't have the materials or the know-how to fix electric stuff like that. I don't know. I don't really know who could. I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. But yeah, I have no idea. All right, someone give me a standard gauge engine to run alongside Skarloey, and the first standard gauge engine request I see, I will run. All right, Bill and Ben. There you go. I'm gonna run Bill and Ben, and I'll give them some troublesome trucks as well. Hopefully, you guys can see that. Okay, it's still very dumb that Mattel controls them. I agree. It is just very unfortunate that Mattel owns Thomas. So, yeah. I would love to see model series characters like Boko or Arthur and Bachman, but that's just never going to happen as much as we want it to. So, yeah. The only Bachman, like, model series characters I can see happening are, like, Smudger and Proteus, because they can just be repainted from Rheneas and Sir Handel. So, they could happen, but it's still a very unlikely chance. Now I'm going to go ahead and get Bill and Ben out. They're behind the Jameses, and they're kind of at the back of the box, so they're a little bit hard to get. And Bill and Ben are also my newest Bachman items as well. They were the last ones that I needed to get. There they are. And now I will get them some troublesome trucks. Let's do that. And then we'll get out. I'll get all the open wagons. So we got Scruffy. And then here is troublesome truck number 1. And troublesome truck number 2. And then troublesome truck number 2. And troublesome truck number 2. And troublesome truck number 4. I have 3 troublesome truck number 2. And 2 of them have cargo in them. Are you rich? Okay, I get this a lot, and I would say, like, I hate to brag, because, like, yeah, I am, like, very well off, I'd say. So, yeah, fortunately, I've gotten really good deals on all my, I don't pay full price for Bachman, never have, aside from, like, 3 or 4 items, but, like, pretty much every single Bachman item I own, I have gotten for a fantastic deal, and I'm keeping it that way. And I don't really pay full price for my stuff. I find, like, secondhand deals, or, like, sometimes I just find people who don't know what they're selling, and they sell it for a lot cheaper. I would recommend eBay and Facebook Marketplace, especially Facebook Marketplace. I got some fantastic deals on Facebook Marketplace. Can't recommend that for Bachman enough. Like, I got a Gordon for $40. And yeah, I did forget troublesome truck number 2. That's my bad. Mattel owning Thomas does suck. And they've ruined a lot. It's really unfortunate. Anyway, with that conversation out of the way, let's go ahead and run Bill and Ben first. Now, these guys haven't been running about a month, so they're going to have to warm up for a minute. Like Ben just kind of stopped. Yeah, they're going to have to warm back up. And then we got Skarloey on the inside track. I do plan on getting the red coaches, but I'm going to wait a while because I want to get more goods rolling stock first. I want to get more tankers and more vans. All right, come on. Okay, Ben isn't moving. That's a problem, and now they're stuck in the tunnel. Hold on. Okay, I don't know what the matter is here. Ben, I need you to move, buddy. Come on. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why Ben's not moving. And Scruffy fell off. Okay. It's going great, guys. Look at Skarloey. He's behaving so nicely. Then we got Ben over here. Ben. Wake up, buddy. Come on. Yeah, okay, Ben is dead. Huh. That's never happened before. Okay, I'm going to blame this on me not running Bill and Ben for 2 months. So, wait, we got a little bit of movement, I think. Okay. Oh well, Ben's not moving. Let's have Bill run. And Scruffy's off the track. Got him. There we go. I agree. The Bachmann narrow gauge engines are peak. I love all of them. All right, we'll stop those real quick. I'll put Scarloey off to the side. And I'm going to get a different engine to pull these trucks now. Sodor Railway James just dropped. I don't know what that means. If that's a trains thing, I don't follow trains news like ever. Model characters that are possibly for customs like Stepney. Honestly, if I had a custom Stepney, which I do plan on getting, I probably won't buy an official one. And it's also just way too expensive. I'm going to get Ryan and Rheneas running together. Put Rheneas on the track there next to Birdie. Honestly, I really like how that warehouse looks as a nice little background detail. And let's get Ryan out. Okay. Here he comes. He's coupled to Paxton. That's a problem. There we go. And I'm going to get Edward out too because I saw Edward in the chat. Actually, what I'll do first is have Edward pull the trucks, and then I'll take the trucks off and give Ryan the narrow gauge coaches. Unfortunately, no, I don't have the narrow gauge coaches yet. The slate trucks are kind of what I invested in first. So I do have all of the slate trucks, thankfully, but I don't have the coaches yet. So Edward's going to pull these trucks, and actually, I'm going to put, I think I'll put, like, okay, come on, get on the track. Edward's really hard to get on the track with one hand, I mean. So, yeah, like that. He's not very stable. Like, if you press down, he'll just, like, go, because there's no suspension here. So it's very easy to derail him with your hand. Let's get Edward going. And we will get... Okay, come on. There's Rheneas. Okay. He took a second, but there he goes. I also do not like the Bachmann couplings. I feel like they're very finicky for no reason. And they could be a lot better, especially the narrow gauge couplings. Those are really bad. Hopefully one day I can expand the layout. Yeah, I'd really like to. But I currently don't have the space. This layout is about as big as I can make it in my current living situation. I could get Hornby couplings, but they're really not that much better. I also feel like it'd just be kind of a waste of money to replace all the couplings on the engines when they're not that much different. Yeah, why does Bachmann still use the blister packaging? It sucks. It's really hard to open. And the narrow gauge boxes are so much better, and they should be used for the entire range. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't plan on buying 5 narrow gauge coaches because they're $40 each. And I think that's a waste of money just to get 5, the same thing. So, and especially because like the Slate trucks are smaller and cheaper. That's why I got 4 of them. But the coaches I will only have, I will get 2 of, and probably no more than that. And I'll also get a brake van for them too. I gotta get the blue brake van. I do not have Bachmann G-Scale, but I do have Lionel G-Scale. I got a G-Scale James, and I'll show him off in a little bit too. Alright, I will bring Edward to a stop at the station. And then I'll let Rheneas go one more lap, and I'll stop him. I could get 3, but I also don't really want an odd number of coaches, if that makes sense. Alright, the 2 number 2s. I'll set the camera down for a sec while I get everything situated, because I need 2 hands to kind of put some of this away. Put Edward back in the box. I'll put Bill and Ben back in the box as well. I'll have to work on Ben and get him to wake back up. I don't really know what the problem is with him. And I'll get Scarlowi back in here as well. And I'll put Rheneas up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get Peter Sam out as well. And have him run for the next time. I plan on running like 4 different pairs of engines, I think. So now I got to get the trucks back into place. Where do you buy narrow gauge track? I go to my local hobby store and just buy Bachmann and gauge track. You can find it very easily. It's on Amazon, as far as I know. You can get it at hobby shops, train shows. It's pretty common stuff. But yeah. Alright. So let me go ahead and put all of the trucks back away. I'll just take them off for now, and I'll use them again running later. Take those off. Alright, and now I'm going to get the coaches out for Ryan. Love Peter Sam. Yes, I do love Peter Sam. I know Adam does as well. And I think, honestly, like, I like the color combination between the rich purple on Ryan and, like, a dark green of Peter Sam. They look nice together. So let's go ahead and get Peter Sam going first. Off he goes with his slate train, and here comes Ryan with his coaches. There they go. I will run Henry really quickly, but I won't take any more suggestions, because after Henry, I will run Donald and Douglas, and that'll finish things off with the Bachmann stuff. There goes Ryan and Peter Sam. They look great together. I love the coaches as well, and I think they especially look nice with Ryan. I think the cream colored and like the brown just looks so good with Ryan. They're perfect for him. How much longer? I'm not gonna stream for too much longer. I think we're at an hour and 40 minutes. So I'll close up here decently soon. I'm gonna run Henry, and then I'm gonna run Donald and Douglas together. And after that, I'm going to show off a few things in my bedroom, like some display stuff. And after that, I'll probably end things off. So not too much longer. I guess that's what happened to Dexter. Honestly, not a bad idea. I kind of like that. Yeah, but these coaches I love. When should I get on Discord? I'm not sure. I can message you later for the movie whenever it starts. I'm thinking like later tonight-ish. There goes. Bring Peter Sam back around. Past the station. And here comes Ryan. Bachmann Ryan, I disagree. Ryan is my favorite Bachmann model. I think he's beautiful. I have not yet made a Trackmaster Dexter, but I really should, honestly. I really need to. Honestly, I might have Julie do that for me. And like mold the the guards compartment. Thoughts on Tug's new layout? It looks great so far. I'll actually slow these down for just a sec so I can talk about this. But Tug is the person that inspired me to make this. And I know mine is not nearly as dynamic as Tug's layout is. But it's a start. And yeah, Tug's first layout video is really what inspired me to do this. And I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. But I'm not kidding. Like, I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks after Tug uploaded his layout video, that is when I started mine. So his is directly responsible for this. And he is directly responsible for me really hardcore getting into Bachman stuff. I'll bring Peter Sam over to a stop at the station. And in comes Ryan as well. So real quick, I'm going to take Ryan off. Take the coaches off. And I'll just leave Peter Sam here while I run Henry. And then I'm going to run Rusty alongside Donald and Douglas. So let me get Henry out. I'm going to need both hands for this. I'm going to put the phone down. And Henry, I'll get the Sodor logging flatbed because I think that'd be a nice touch. And I'll get out this Spiteful brake fan for him. And then I got the flatbed. There we go. All right, put the flatbed on. This is a really nice flatbed too. I like this quite a lot. I did a short about this. I got this flatbed and Henry together actually. And it's derailed right there. Okay. We'll get Henry's tender on. And we'll get Henry himself on. Bachman Henry is just beautiful. My only problem is that the tender is too small. But other than that, he's fantastic. The front part basically is, I think, is perfect. And then I just have one flatbed for now, but I'm going to give him the Spiteful brake fan as well. Let me check the chat. Bachman Percy is great. I took him all over Wales. I love that. Bachman Percy, honestly, like, he's not as bad as I used to think he was, but I still am not the biggest fan of him. I think there's a few small things that would really fix him. The mold line, getting rid of that all across the boiler would help, and also a different face. And I actually have replaced the face, or I will replace the Bachman Percy face. I have the 2013 Wooden Railway one. Yeah, honestly, Bachman, Red, Rosie, and Henry do go really well together, actually. I'm going to pull her out. I'm not going to run Rosie, but I will grab her. And she's coupled to Toby. But yeah, look at those two. I've never actually put these two together, but look at that. Those are really nice, actually. I don't have another track for Rosie, so she's going to sit in the ballast for now. Yeah, look at that. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Bachman is so cool, guys. All right, let's give Henry a little bit of a run with the logs. Full speed. Henry and Peter Sam go really nice together, too. All right, see ya, Percy. Thank you for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. It'd be nice to get some more room for standard gauge engines. I agree. Actually, I'll turn Henry down for just a minute. Henry and Rosie would have been such a fun story to see. I really like that. My other favorite characters. That's a funny misconception, but Max and Monty are not my favorite characters. I actually don't really care about them that much. They're cool. I think they're pretty funny sometimes, but like other than that, I don't even think they're like top 20 favorite characters. My real favorite characters are Bill and Ben, Donald and Douglas, Boko, James and Gordon. I think Sir Handel and Duncan as well are up there. Rheneas too. Yeah, we'll get Bachman Henry going a little bit slower speed there. Yeah, my original plan was to get 2 standard gauge tracks, and that's before I got into narrow gauge. But then I decided I'd rather have 1 standard gauge circuit and 1 narrow gauge circuit so I could have them running together. And honestly, I'm really happy that that's what I ended up with, because I do have a shunting yard for standard gauge stuff over there, so I can display some more engines if I'd like to, but I can have 1 running at a time. I'll go ahead and bring Henry down. And now, for the grand finale of running Bachman stuff, I'm going to get Donald and Douglas with a massive goods train. And I mean, like, pulling most of the good stock I have. And I think that is going to look awesome to end off. Henry's back in the box. I'll get Ryan put away as well. And let me go ahead and pull out the Scottish Twins. If you could find a Hornby Class 28, would you make Boko? I would like to make Boko, honestly. That'd be really fun. I think Boko would be pretty easy to make, too. Just repainting the Class 28, and then I'd probably use like a Trackmaster or a Play Rail face. Where can you buy Bachman for a great price? Honestly, my best advice is you got to get lucky on Facebook Marketplace. That's where I found my best deals. Like, I got Rusty new in box for $40. I got Spencer new in box for $60. And I got Gordon, not new in box, for $40. So again, this little guy was only $40, shockingly. When he retails for like 80. So I got him for like half off, brand new. Just the person selling him, I guess, just didn't realize how much it was worth. And now I got him for a lot cheaper. Would I make models? Honestly, no. I don't really care to make models like Caleb Train. He's got that covered, to be honest. And I do not have the talent or patience to do that. Or the money, to be honest. Because a lot of money goes into making such sophisticated models like that. And honestly, I'd rather just watch them instead of actually make them. Okay, the reason my channel is named after Max and Monty is because the newest items I got when I made my channel were the wooden railway Max and Monty. And that's it. And I've never wanted to change it because I think it's fun. Having Max and Monty as my channel mascots have been really nice, actually, because like no one else uses them. And I'm kind of the only one, at least that I know of. So it's very unique, and that's kind of the only reason. So yeah, they're not my favorite characters, but I do like to use them. And I'll go ahead. I'm going to take this brake van off, and actually I'm going to give Toad to Donald and Douglas and give Toad a little bit of a run. Let's pull him out like that. And now I'm going to assemble a massive goods train. Clearly you do have the money. See, I do have the money to buy like the individual models, but honestly, I would just rather keep them stock standard and not spend so much money on paint and stuff to weather them with, and there's so much scenery involved. And yeah, there's just so much more to buy than what I have. So yeah, from what it looks like, I do have a lot of money like in this Bachman stuff. But trust me, I do spend as little as possible. Like both of my Donald and Douglas, they were new in box, but they were only like $50 each. So again, that is why. Now, let's see here. I'm gonna put these open wagons near the back of the train because they're so light. And if I put them at the front, then they will derail. So open wagons are definitely going to go at the back. And I'll grab the green one, Troubles truck number 4. I'll get the loaded ones up here. And then I will put Scruffy at the front of this. And then I think I'll put the log flatbed here. We'll bring that back into the picture, like so. We'll do that. And then I will grab my tankers. We'll get all the tankers on. So we got the oil tanker. We got the raspberry syrup tanker. We got troublesome truck number 6, or just the troublesome tanker, and a milk tanker. Throw all those onto the train. And then here is this little one plank wagon. I need more of these. I'd like to get more of these. And then a little crate wagon there. Okay. Sorry, almost just knocked my own camera out of my hand there. You might have seen me. If you did, sorry. I'll throw the cattle wagon there. I'll throw the Great Western van up here. And also the salt van, which has a messed up wheel. You gotta knock that back into place. Did I get it? I don't think I got it. This is like a really bad design flaw. Like the wheels, the axles fall out of the salt wagons pretty often. And there's no real fix for that, just because the mold for them is too wide. All right, so I think that is most of the stuff that I want to put on the train. That's most of my goods rolling stock, I guess. Hopefully you can find cheaper listings for the Hornby Thomas exclusive characters. Imagine Murdoch or D261 at a good price. I love to have those, both of those. Honestly, I have greatly considered getting just the Hornby Murdoch or Hornby 9F and just painting it into Murdoch. That is honestly something I could do. How does it feel to share a name with a character from Thomas? Really good, honestly, because he's a really good character. I love Luke, and not just because he's my namesake, just he's a really good character overall. Let's get Douglas on there with the train. And Luke, you know what to do. I don't know what to do, actually. What's your hopes for your Bachmann layout and collection? Currently, the Bachmann layout, I'm happy at where it stands. There's not much there's not much more I really want to do. Honestly, I just kind of need to get more scenery, I think. I'd like some more bushes, trees. Let me make a Hornby Murdoch. You know what, Julie? I will let you make a Hornby Murdoch. One day, I will make you, or I will let you make a Hornby Murdoch. Because I'm not buying one. And honestly, I think it's just a better investment to make one. All right. We got Donald and Douglas, or we got Donald and Douglas, and their massive train that goes out through the back of the tunnel. And Rusty is going to be running with them. If he would wake up. Come on, buddy. There you go. There goes Rusty. And as for hopes for my collection, honestly, I just want more rolling stock because I need to get... I only have 4 tankers. I want more tankers. And I only have 3 vans. And I really want more vans, too. So those are the main things. Get Hornby Thomas on Hattons. That'd be fun, honestly. I'd like to get a Hornby Thomas just why not. And no, I will not get more troublesome trucks because I think I have enough. I forgot Hattons was shutting down. That's unfortunate, actually. And yes, Adam, I will be getting Rebecca and Bo. I still plan on buying every single character. I have every character that's available currently. And as soon as new ones are released, I will be buying them. I will be getting Rebecca. I'll be getting Bo. I'll get Sir Handel when he's out. I'll get Duncan when he's out. I'll get Stanley when he's out. I'll get Bulgy. Also, I need to get Cranky and Jeremy. I don't have those. I would like to have like a little runway scene for Jeremy. Probably putting it in this area where my hand is. This giant open field. So something for Jeremy would be nice. And I will put Cranky, honestly, like right here where the road ends. I might just put Cranky there. I know it's not accurate at all. Put him next to the station, but it might be fun. Arian Burt. I would love to have Arian Burt. Unfortunately, I just don't think that's ever going to happen with how their prices are. Because I'm not willing to spend $400 on those. Honestly, again, it might just be easier to make customs of them. Because you can still get... you can still get Bachmann Diesel. So might as well just paint a Bachmann Diesel to look like Arian Burt. It'd be really easy, actually. Anyway, let's go ahead and get Donald and Douglas moving. And the coupling broke. Okay. That's an issue. All right, come on. Let's try that one more time. Actually, I got Rusty going first. And now Donald and Douglas with their very long train. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Scotland forever. Oh, yeah. They take up half the table. Okay. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? I think they might have tripped the points. Uh-oh. Well, you know what? It was fun while it lasted. Yeah, I think something caught on the points there. Douglas is dead. He just flopped over. Donald's off. Guys, I don't feel like cleaning this up. I'm gonna go somewhere else now. Yeah, I'm gonna go show you guys a few things in my bedroom that I have on display. Let's go do that. Let's just leave the layout there, and I'm gonna clean that up whenever I feel like it. How about that? All right, here's a few interesting things. This is like my little trinket shelf. I'll turn the lights on. Let me get the lights like that. That'll look better. All right, so here's some cool stuff. I'm kind of switching gears here very quickly. But yeah, I got Herbal Metallics up here on display. They're on top of the Tomica Farquhar box. I am fleeing the scene of the crime. That is correct. I am running away from my responsibilities. Anyway, here's my diecast mini stuff. I do plan on making a video about these guys, but these are really, really nice models, all of them. I especially really like Henry and Gordon. I really like the Scottish Twins. I like Diesel 10 a lot. Fergus is really cool as well. Got Duck and Oliver back there. Got quite a few of these, actually. And also all of the narrow gauge engines and rolling stock, or sorry, not rolling stock, road vehicles. Rolling stock's over here. You got, they never made Rusty for some reason. I don't know why, but I got the other ones. And then also we got these guys. And this Jack is not diecast mini, he's Korokyu. He's the only Korokyu thing I have. But yeah, he's very cute. He's very small. Look at him go. Alright, and then we got the Ertl miniature setup right here. These are fun. And yes, they did make metallic Ertls. There are 10 in total, and I have 8 of them. I don't have Duke or Lord Harry, but I've got all the rest of them. The only ones I have here that are really rare are, I'd say, Rusty and Sir Handel. Those are a lot rarer than the other ones. Thomas, Percy, Rheneas, Duncan, James, and Henry are all super common. You can get those pretty easily. Uh, I still need to get Duke and Lord Harry. They're very hard to find. What is it with Rusty being absent in Japanese ranges? That's a good question. And then, like, the weirdest thing, I think Pocket Fantasy made Rusty, but not Duncan or Duke. So there's so many Japanese ranges that don't have complete narrow gauge setups, which is very unfortunate. Oh, yeah, Harvey. I would love to do a Harvey conversion to HO. I haven't planned on it yet, but I do have the Nakayoshi Harvey just in case I do want to do that. I don't know if I will with this one. I might buy another one for that, but I do like Nakayoshi Harvey a lot, which is why I bought him. And yeah, he's really cool. One of the best Nakayoshi models, I think. We also got James here. What's up, What's up, Jonathan? Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I'm about to end here in a few minutes, so sorry you caught it late. But yeah, there's James. And then we got Butch here as well. Now, I bought Butch to use in my series, and Butch will be appearing in my next episode, just like this model here. Really nice. It's pretty good in scale with Trackmaster, I think. And James is sitting on Butch's flatbed. And then on the other side for Nakayoshi, we got Murdoch and Boko. Nakayoshi Murdoch is really nice. Really, really like him. Definitely my favorite Nakayoshi model. And then we got Boko here as well, if I can pick him up without dropping him. There we go. Awesome. All right, there's Boko. I also got Subway Thomas. I got the Kinder Surprise Egg Annie, and these Bath Toy Thomas and James. And yeah, I also have my Lego collection over here. Yeah, and then of course I have a bunch of boxes on my wall that I should probably take down because they're kind of ugly now. But yeah, I'll show off my Minecraft Legos. They're really fun. And then what else do I have to show off? Let's see here. Here is my James. Here's my G-Scale Lionel James. He's really cool. I don't have anywhere else to put him, so he is with the Steven Universe plushies in our book. And also I got his faces here. I have some Little Witch Academia Nendoroids. These are on display as well. And then here's the Mascot Thomas series, next to some BNA figures, and a lot more Steven Universe merchandise. Yeah. The most valuable item is Kinder Surprise Annie. Oh, for sure, 100%. And then over here, as we get across my room, this is more BNA stuff on display. Yeah, I buy a ton of BNA merchandise. Pretty much anything I can get my hands on. Including that, which was a Christmas present from my girlfriend. That's like the background location of the show, which is really cool. And yeah, these plushies are super goofy, and I really love them. So yeah, let me move over here real quick. I'm not going to show my entire room, obviously, because some of it's a mess. We've got more Minecraft Legos over here. And then down here, we got some stuff on display. I have my Whiteface Troublesome Truck, the Troublesome Brake Van, my 4 Wooden Railway Gray Faces, and all the metallic engines. We got Percy, Thomas, Hero, James. There's 1992 Thomas. I got Sad Face Henry and Brio Scarloey. So these I like to keep out and display them. And then also up here, I have the track pieces for Thomas Comes for Breakfast and Gordon, or Better You for Gordon. Also, here's my Diapet shelf. I'm finally collecting Diapet. I said in one of my previous streams, I really, really want the Diapet stuff. No, the Bachmann layout is in another room of mine. That is in our guest room. And we just never use that. I don't have much in there aside from the Bachmann collection. It just kind of sits in the corner, basically. So, yeah. But anyway, finally got more Diapet stuff. I still don't have Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle. And Thomas is really hard to find. Don't know why. But, yeah. I can't explain it. So, yeah. But honestly, that's what I have now. I'm going to get Annie and Clarabelle really soon. But, yeah. Diapet was so awesome, and it died way too soon. And I really wish that I had, or that they made more. I'll move over to these shelves. Here's my Nendoroid Thomas. I don't think I've ever showed this thing off, on the channel at least. I showed it off on Twitter before. Really, really cute item. I'd love to do a video about that one day. Here's the 70th anniversary Thomas with some Pez stuff sitting next to it. Back there is the deluxe scene Take Along Percy, or Percy Takes the Plunge pack on top of Atomica box. Yeah, Thomas is the only hard to find Diapet model, and he goes for like 40, 50, 60 bucks, which is ridiculous. And yeah, I mean, like, all the rest of these, let me just go ahead and tell you the prices. Percy and Birdie were like $6 each. I think Hero was 10, Gordon was 9, I think James was $11. Like, Diapet nowadays is so cheap, except for Thomas. And like, I'm gonna buy Annie and Clarabelle soon, and they're for sale right now for like, I think another $10. Like, they're so cheap, and then Thomas is just ridiculously expensive. I can't explain it. There's no reason for him to be that expensive, which just really sucks, honestly. But yeah, anyway, moving over, we got all the Nakayoshi narrow gauge engines. We've got Scarlowi, Rheneas, you know, all of them. We got all 7 of the originals. Duncan is on some track because that's the only track I have with 2 red coaches. There's a Boss Old Slow coach, and for those who don't know what Boss is, basically these are like little plastic like toys that came with coffee, or like coffee cups, I think, something like that in Japan. Got Tomica boxes. There's like a little there's a Boss collector sheet came with Old Slow coach. This is like the Misty Island themed wave. There's a new in box Ertl Toby with an Oliver exclusive thing on him. That's really cool, actually. We got some other trinkets here. There is a take and play Misty Island Rescue Thomas with like the raft. Let me check the chat real quick. Where did I buy the die pets? I got the die pets on D Japan and Amazon Japan, so you can get both. You can get those really cheaply there. Amazon Japan is probably gonna have them more consistently with price, but I find mine really cheaply on D Japan. But shipping can be high depending on what you choose. Yes, yeah, the Misty Island Wave had Old Slow Coach and Scruffy, and for some reason I don't know why. Like, all the other ones make sense. Like, Charlie was kind of new at the time. You got Bash Dash Ferdinand, Captain Whiff, that all makes sense. Harold, Thomas Percy. And then they threw in Old Slow Coach and Scruffy. Makes no sense to me, but they exist. And Old Slow Coach is the only boss item that I have. And then also, I don't know how many people care about these, but I do have all of the Murder Drones figures. These things are super high quality, and I love them. And they're all still on top of their boxes. Yeah, those are really cool. Have you tried Plaza Japan? Yes, I do use Plaza Japan as well. I think I've used it once or twice. Not super often, but it is a good alternative as well. And then also, these I know I haven't showed off on the channel, but I do collect Departing Now. So I don't think I've showed these off on the channel. I might have, but if I do, I don't remember. So I got Thomas with a name board. There's Jeremiah Jobling, some driver figures, some other driver figures fell down back there. Here's Henry with a name board. We got the Hat family, some express coaches for Henry. Henry came in box with the express coaches. Thomas, Annie, Clarabelle, Toby, and Henrietta. Got the Thomas the Tank Engine Man book, and all of the Wooden Rally 2022 boxes up there. Also got Departing Now Windmill up there, sorry. And there is a track pack box up there. I also have Departing Now Knapford Station. That is also in a box under my bed currently, and I'm not going to drag it out because I'm about to go. And up there, I have some Marvel Funko Pops. And that is about it. That's all I'm going to show off in my room. So, yeah. These are just on my dresser over here. But that is pretty much all I have to show. So, thank you all for watching. And I got to get going. So, parents are home. And I got to help them unload the car and stuff. So, yeah, that's about it. So, I'm going to end off here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. I know a lot of you were here for all 2 hours. Didn't expect this to be for 2 hours, but yeah. I'm going to go ahead and head out now. So I will see you all very soon. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Max Monty 1516.